Hey, what's up? It's Kevin here. So right now it's just a little bit past 2 a.m. and this is my usual sleep time. Now normally I don't really enjoy shooting videos at night, mainly because of the bad lighting. But at this stage I'm extremely busy because I have a lot of deadlines for my projects, and I think I still need to shoot this video because I do not want to miss my uploads, which is twice a week. So apologies in advance for the bad lighting, and also there's an ulcer in my mouth, so I can't really speak properly. So I want to start this off by acknowledging the fact that my series 9 to 5 to self-employed, it isn't exactly going the way I want it to be. I'm actually having a hard time watching my videos trying to understand why I would want to go self-employed. Now the reasons are all very clear in my head, but I just can't get it out of my head and present it in a nice form to you. I'm just not that gifted. I realize that whatever I say, all these things that's coming out of my mouth, it sounds different and the message isn't clear, like it doesn't really hit you right in the heart, which also means the content that I'm producing isn't relatable to you. So I'm going to go with something really boring today, and that is I like a good story. Sometimes a good story is what makes people click. The message is clear and it is a lot easier to portray, which is also why I like a really good movie. Because I see myself as the main character, or side character if you love to play that role. But my favorite has always been the villain. Okay, to first clear things up a little, being self-employed these days could mean different things. But the one thing that I am not trying to portray is self-employed equals running a business. Those are two different things. And I don't want to give you the impression that working 9 to 5 sucks. It actually feels good if you are into that sort of thing. A 9 to 5 just sucks if you feel like it doesn't make sense, you have bigger dreams, or you're constantly feeling depressed every time you go to work. And if you're watching this video now, chances are you do believe that a 9 to 5 job shouldn't lock you down. So you decide to go self-employed, which to me is the first step you should take before you try to run a business. Self-employed is what it says it is. You're paying yourself money based on the amount of work you put in. Basically, you are your own boss. You make the decisions and you decide how much you want to work and how much you want to earn. An example I can give is being a freelancer. If you want more money, you get more contracts or projects. If you want to take a holiday, you stop taking projects. Another good example is YouTube. If you start a YouTube channel and want to get paid for doing it, you might first want to hit the target to get monetized on YouTube. You might look for sponsors, or you might even try a little bit of affiliate marketing. All of these are under your control, and the amount of work and effort depends on how much you want to make off YouTube. And that is what I consider self-employed. You don't need that much capital to start with. All you are selling is your time, and you know all the time you are selling right now will lead to something bigger in the future. So why am I always encouraging people to go self-employed? Well, it is not like I want you to lose your 9 to 5 job or anything. It is just that over the years, I have seen so many people who lost their job and got financially ruined at the worst possible time. Throughout my career in the corporate world, I have seen so many things that has happened that has really opened my eyes. I mean, I might just be a 35-year-old kid to some of you, and I probably look like I am still young. But the fact is, as every year goes by, I become more and more afraid at what I have not achieved. Because in my career, I have seen a lot of people who are older than me who are having such hard time with life, and I don't want to be in their position. Let me give you a few characteristics of these people who got me thinking, and you can be the judge. Number 1, a 40-year-old man who was working in the same position as me when I was 24 years old. I mean, why is it that someone who is 16 years older than me working in the same position as me? Is it because he lacks experience? But technically, he should have 16 years more experience than me. So why is it that he is in the same position as me? And my conclusion for this is work experience is not enough. You actually need to have social skill in order to climb up the corporate ladder. And you better do it fast, because if you're in a team of 20 people with one manager, then that means you have 20 other people to fight with when the manager position becomes available. Sorry, baby is crying. Number 2, a 50-year-old man who couldn't find a full-time job, only a 6-month contract. Now this man here is an accountant, and he has really taught me a lot of things on what I should be doing now. He has a lot of experience as an accountant, he has his CPA, and a very smart person. But the hardest thing for him was to find a full-time job because he was too experienced and too expensive. Yeah, that really was the case. And can you imagine how hard it would be for him to be paying for his living cost? Can you imagine the frustration he has to go through? He had to make everything count when it comes to money, right down to the cent. Everything at his age is still about, I can't afford this, I can't afford that. And to me, that is really sad. And my conclusion for this is, if you're in your 50s and you're still not holding a managerial position, then you're pretty close to getting screwed. Moreover, I wouldn't want to still live frugally when I'm in my 50s. I just feel that there comes a stage where you need to learn to enjoy your life. Number 3, a 50-year-old lady who is stuck at her job even though she hates it. Now, this lady is a manager and she complains about her job day in, day out. At first, I couldn't understand why she enjoyed complaining so much until she made me realize that as you grow older, you have more responsibilities and you have more obligations. So you can't just quit your job even if you don't like it. And if you're in your 50s, then you pretty much have to suck it up and deal with it no matter what. And as I talk to her, I see a lot of regret in her, as though there are a lot of things that she wanted to do but she didn't manage to do it now that she's tied down to a job. And my conclusion for that is, if you want to do something, it is best to start doing it young. Whether it fails or succeeds, it doesn't matter as long as you do it and you don't regret not doing it. Say doing YouTube, for example. I don't know if me doing YouTube will get me anywhere in 2 to 3 years time. Nobody knows. But I do know in 2 to 3 years time, I may just very well look back and beat myself up for not starting a YouTube channel. So, from these 3 people and many more unnamed, I was actually still undecided on starting my own things. Until one day, I got made redundant because of someone else's mistake. I was fairly new to the company, only 3 months in, and someone at the top made a big mistake with one of their major clients. And me being new, I was made to take the blame, and the sad fact is, I don't even know I was taking the hit because I was so inexperienced and dumb. And after I was unemployed, I still have to pay for my bills and mortgage. Did anyone pity me? Yeah, sure, some friends would say sorry to hear that. But that's about it. No one is there to help me any further because everyone is busy with their own life. And in the end, I'm all that I've got. And because of all this experience, I just don't think relying on a 9-to-5 job is sustainable, especially when I grow older and too experienced and I still do not hold some sort of managerial position. And I know I won't be able to because I'm not a sociable person in the office. This is one of the combined reasons that triggered me to start my own journey to self-employment. What I do now is I work as a contractor and I provide consulting services. Many of my friends think that I'm a freelancer because a freelancer is seen as one level below a full-time job, but many don't know that I run this purely as a business. Many see me as a freelancer because I'm the only one working on my business, not because I don't need help. I do need help, but because there is no need yet at this stage of my business. I work as a contractor or freelancer, however you want to say it, because I have the broad skills and experience in using technology to elevate businesses. I may be a software engineer, but I'm not the type who can give you the geekiest terms or be really specific on some technological terms. I just say it in my own way and how it works. I don't have to get too specific. So for example, if I were to run Apple, I would be Steve Jobs and not Steve Wozniak, even though I have the background of Steve Wozniak. Alright, maybe not as good as Steve Jobs. And my main business is actually in the smartphone app business. I build apps and I provide app services, which is also slowly expanding to include more services. And to fund my core business, I give consulting, so essentially I'm moving from a self-employed to running a business. And the best part is because of the way I structured my work as a business, I get a lot of tax benefits other companies get as well. So if you're actually worried about how others sees you as a self-employed, don't worry. Chances are they are suffering more than you. I have to buy a new iPhone or iPad every year, not because I want to, but I have to, for tax purposes. Alright, I'm talking a little too much here. I hope this video got you thinking about self-employed, the plans, and the work involved. In a nutshell, the process should be 9 to 5, self-employed, and then business. But if 9 to 5 is your thing, then stick to it. No harm at all. But if that really is the case, then I don't know why you are still watching this video. Do you really have that much free time? Okay, if you like this video, remember to dismantle the like button and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so. Remember to check out my other videos as well. If you love this video, chances are you will love the other videos. So that's it from me. Thank you for watching. Chat with you soon and Bye for now.